A bold new venture threatens to permanently alter our relationship with the cosmos. A private company has unveiled a plan to launch a constellation of 4,000 massive mirrors into Earth's orbit. This project could fundamentally change the very appearance of our night sky. This is not the stuff of distant science fiction. It is a technological proposal on the immediate horizon, one that demands our urgent attention. The stakes are incredibly high. Irreversible consequences for scientific research, our planet's delicate ecosystems, and the shared cultural heritage of humanity woven into the tapestry of the stars above. This plan matters right now because the technology is rapidly maturing, while regulation struggles to keep pace. We are standing at a critical juncture, a moment where a single corporation's ambition could outrun global consensus and scientific oversight. The sky above is a universal resource, a vast, silent canvas that has inspired wonder for millennia. Before we allow it to be populated with artificial suns, we must ask who has the right to rewrite the night, and what the true cost of such a monumental undertaking might be. This conversation is not merely about adding a few more satellites. These proposed mirrors are different in scale and purpose. The core concept is straightforward, yet its implications are vast and complex. A fleet of large, controllable mirrors in specific orbits around the Earth. Think giant heliostats tracking the sun and reflecting light toward a target. An initial constellation of 4,000 such mirrors, each potentially spanning hundreds of square meters. A network of movable light sources, ready to be directed at will. The primary pitch: harness and redirect solar energy at unprecedented scale. Illuminate solar farms after sunset and during cloudy weather to extend production hours. Bring light to regions enduring polar nights and to disaster zones from orbit. Emergency illumination from the heavens, a bold promise. Proponents even hint at geoengineering, solar radiation management. Deliberately altering Earth's energy balance carries enormous, poorly understood risks. Executing this plan needs hundreds of heavy-lift launches, supporting infrastructure, control, and comms in many orbits. Precision pointing to aim reflected sunlight, and robust links to command every mirror. For astronomers, 4,000 giant mirrors are a looming nightmare. The fundamental currency of astronomy is faint light, traveling for millions, even billions, of years. We need the darkest skies possible to see it. These mirrors are, by design, intensely bright. Brilliant moving objects, potentially outshining stars and planets alike. A single streak can saturate detectors, spoiling entire fields of view. Survey telescopes built to find faint subtle changes would be undermined. From galaxies to near-Earth asteroids, vital data would be lost. Multiply by 4,000, it becomes catastrophic. Not just pros, amateurs and casual stargazers would be impacted. The simple act of looking up becomes a distraction of moving glare. And beyond visible light, radio telescopes could suffer interference from satellite communications. This multifaceted assault is an existential threat to discovery, a closing window on the cosmos. Constellations our ancestors navigated by could be lost in engineered glare. Altering the sky without consent disregards living cultural heritage. We already know terrestrial light pollution. Space mirrors add a new source, from orbit. Even the most remote dark sky sites would feel it. Diffuse scattered light raises background sky globally, reducing contrast and hiding faint structures. A thin veil of twilight, everywhere, every night. Ecosystems tuned to darkness would be disrupted. Migratory birds navigate by stars. Unpredictable moving lights can disorient and endanger them. Predator-prey balances could be upset. Human circadian health suffers with increased nightlight. Traditions and spiritual practices tied to unaltered skies are put at risk. Space is already crowded with dead satellites, stages, and fragments. Adding 4,000 large targets raises collision risk dramatically. One collision can spawn thousands of shards. The feared chain reaction as the Kessler syndrome could render orbits unusable, threatening launches, satellites, even astronaut safety. End-of-life disposal must be guaranteed, every mirror safely deorbited, not left as a minefield. The night sky is a global commons, like oceans and air. The Outer Space Treaty declares space the province of all humankind, yet it is vague on mega-projects. Decisions by a few could change the sky for everyone, without their consent. They will live with the consequences but have little voice. Approving mirrors sets precedent for ads in orbit, and riskier schemes. To be fair, the company sees itself as a pioneer solving urgent energy needs. They argue mirrors can boost solar output at dawn, dusk, and under clouds. They highlight humanitarian light for remote and disaster-stricken communities. Proposed mitigations include dimmable coatings and pass-over brightness limits. With AI collision avoidance and precise tracking to keep space safe, they foresee new markets, revenue, and high-tech jobs fueling innovation. Their claim: benefits outweigh the downsides, and solutions can be engineered. But extraordinary projects demand extraordinary proof. The question remains, who decides to engineer our shared sky, and on what evidence? The international scientific community urges deep caution, demand transparent, peer-reviewed simulations of brightness from every point on Earth, in all conditions, enforce a moratorium until limited prototypes are studied in the real world, assess impacts on astronomy, sky glow, and nocturnal life, over years, establish binding international rules, satellite brightness limits, robust avoidance requirements, and fully funded end-of-life disposal. Guaranteed. Invest in safer alternatives, storage, green hydrogen and smarter grids, proven solutions that don't threaten a priceless global commons. We stand at a crossroads. Technology outpaces our governance. Reckless steps risk our view of the universe, ecosystems, and orbital safety. This is not a decision for one company or country. All stakeholders must be at the table. Insist on total transparency and independent scrutiny. Let do no harm be our guiding star. The sky belongs to everyone. Protect it for future generations. If you found this essay helpful, like and subscribe.